OnPassive is starting to do a few things that they've never done before. And what they're starting to do is they're starting to integrate all of their content online. They're actually starting to migrate into their social media pages. They have other pages out there. So they're putting a ton of content online right now. And what does that mean for us? Hi, I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. What we believe is happening with OnPassive is getting ready to start driving massive traffic for OnPassive. And the first thing that OnPassive is going to do as they start to drive traffic, they are going to drive traffic for the existing GoFounders in OnPassive. And the GoFounders are those individuals that have come in, paid the $97, and locked their position in the matrix, both in the overall matrix and in Marty, Dan's, and my matrix. Marty and Dan are my partners. This is some really exciting news. If I run over and take a look at a couple of pages that they've developed, you're going to see that they're just first-class pages. Not only are they developing their pages, but they're starting to really integrate everything into these pages. They're starting to fill them with just a ton of content. And this first one that I'm looking at, the content is flowing into it. It is their blog, and just really first-class stuff. Again, if I come over to the next one, this is their blog right now. The first one was this is a Twitter account. Sorry, guys. But again, as you look at it, just really aesthetically pleasing. The content is starting to flow into this page, and obviously, when you start filling these pages with content, good things start to happen. Here's what happens when individuals start to drive traffic. Here are the things that have to happen first before they can start driving traffic. Number one, you've got to have really good content. You have to develop a lot of really good content. Number two, you've got to have a place online to actually start driving traffic. That's what these pages are for. Number three, you actually have to start driving traffic. That's a really simplistic example of what OnPassive is doing and what you need to do to actually start driving traffic. But basically, that's what you need to do. And as we look at OnPassive, what is this going to do for us? Well, obviously, the first marketing campaign is for us, GoFounders that are in OnPassive. And because OnPassive is integrating their pages right now, because they're developing more and more content, Marty, Dan, and I, we just believe they're going to be driving massive traffic. We do this every day. We don't do it at the scale OnPassive does. We don't have the budget they have, and we don't have 200 people in our tech team to do what OnPassive does. But we believe that Ash and his team are really going to start driving massive traffic, and the first people they're going to focus on are you and I, OnPassive GoFounders. What's going to happen to us as they start doing that? And really need to ask yourself a couple of questions. How many people can OnPassive bring in for each one of the GoFounders today? Let's say in a month's time. And if OnPassive can bring in one person per month per GoFounder, that's fantastic. If they can bring in two, even better. If they can bring in three, man, that's out of this world. Whatever number you are using, whatever number we use, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, even if it's a little less than that, when you run these numbers, our organizations start to build in a very big way. And when you look at what OnPassive is going to do for us, if you look out over the course of 3 months, 6 months, a year, what happens to our team and what happens to our bottom line, it's phenomenal. Literally, I believe everybody in OnPassive today that is a GoFounder, I just think it's a done deal for you because of what OnPassive is going to be doing. Obviously, if you're on our team, I think you're in a really special place. I think it's going to happen a lot quicker than just using OnPassive. But when you use what OnPassive is going to be doing for us, and then you add what Marty, Dan, and I are going to be doing, yeah, I just believe it's a really special thing that's going to be happening for the people on our team. Also believe that wherever you are in OnPassive, this thing is going to work and work so well you're not going to believe it as far as taking care of your bottom line over time. I just believe every GoFounding member right now, you're in such a great place. I believe in a year's time, people are going to be looking at you and going, man, how did you do what you were doing? You were so lucky, and luck had nothing to do with it. So as we look at GoFounder and we come over again and look at the pages, they're just doing a great job. And as we look at what they're doing, there's just a couple of things we need to keep in mind. Number one, content. They're doing that. They're doing a ton of content. They've got to have a place to put the content online. They're developing their social media and the other pages they have, and then they need to start running traffic. So I think we're very, very close to that point where OnPassive is going to start driving traffic for all the GoFounders in OnPassive. I think it's going to be a very special time. We're going to be able to follow that in our back office to see the results, and I believe that marketing run that Ash is going to do, probably going to be 2 or 3 weeks, which is great. We want as many people on our team as we can. Obviously, as we launch and you've got more people in your team, things just happen quicker, exponentially quicker. Whether you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 people on your team, whatever your goals are, you're going to reach those quicker than you will as if you were just by yourself, nobody else under you. But either way, it's going to work for all the GoFounders. I'd like to talk about the affiliates that are coming in after the launch of OnPassive. I know when you all hear this video, you think you're going to be missing out. But I really don't want you to feel that way. You all, as you come in as affiliates to OnPassive as it launches, you're still in a great position. This marketing campaign is the first marketing campaign. OnPassive will be running marketing campaigns for us for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Because OnPassive has longevity, we are going to have the ability to build a residual income, walk away money, and take care of that bottom line. That's what OnPassive was made for everybody that comes in. It was made for you and I. So if you're an affiliate coming in after launch, don't worry about it, guys. You're still in a great place. And believe me, when you put what Marty, Dan, and I are going to be doing on top of what OnPassive is doing, yeah, you're in for a really, really great treat. So moving forward, I believe OnPassive is setting up to start their marketing campaigns, not only for the GoFounders initially, but as OnPassive rolls out for everybody. A really, really exciting time. I don't think it's going to be a long time before they do that. If you look online, you can see they are doing things just about every day online with OnPassive. And if you're paying attention, you can see these things. Based on what Marty, Dan, and I are seeing because of our experience, we just believe that marketing campaign is very, very close. And from there, yeah, it's just going to be extremely exciting to watch how well they do with their marketing campaigns and how it affects us as GoFounders in our back office. So that's what's happening right now. This is really, really cool stuff. It shows us that we are that much closer to the launch of OnPassive. These things have to happen before the launch happens. And as soon as Ash tells us when the marketing campaign is going to start, obviously I'll get on and tell everybody. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's probably a good time to do it. Obviously, we make videos just about every day, every other day, and share what we're learning about OnPassive with everybody. I think it's a good idea for you to go on down below, subscribe, hit the button on the right, and you will get updates as we do them. And from there, just get ready. Things are moving. OnPassive is rolling out. They are making progress, and the next thing that's going to happen, I believe, is there might be a few little things before this, but the next thing I believe is going to happen is the marketing for the GoFounders in OnPassive. Again, if you're not a GoFounder right now and you still want to become a GoFounder, that position is open. Again, it's a $97 position. It locks your position in the overall matrix and in our matrix. And then from there, yeah, just get ready. Things are getting exciting. Things are getting fun. And from there, we're just absolutely going to see you on the inside. Take care. Bye.